edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we're back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony show. Anthony, NBA opening night. Can you contain your excitement? This whole show, we're not allowed to talk about anything but the National Basketball Association because it's so good. We're so dialed in, and the players give so much effort.
Oh, wow, dude. Was that tough for you to get through?
What do you mean?
Like you saying that just now, was that tough for you to get through? Like being sarcastic?
Oh, it wasn't tough at all. Are you kidding? You're not pumped a little bit, NBA?
I mean, honestly, it'll be nice to have another sport on. Alan Hahn is pretty pumped about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's doing is Knicks tonight? Are they in Milwaukee? Where are they?
I
Anyone?
mean,
I think they're in
I'll look
Milwaukee.
up what we got for
Pretty sure Hahn was saying how he's going to be in Milwaukee soon. Oh, Tuesday we just got Lakers, Nuggets, Suns, Warriors. We'll get into it big time, but I guess maybe tomorrow. No, Celtics and the Knicks are the first game.
Celtics at Knicks?
Celtics at Knicks, dude.
There we go. There we go.
Pretty pumped. I mean, I don't know, I guess, again, I don't watch a lot of basketball, but I've been, listening to more of Alan Hahn recently. And he does Knicks post-game, pre-game intermission stuff, no?
Yeah, he does.
So I'm pretty stoked to watch him, honestly.
No, I've always liked Hahn. It's a shame too because they're doing another live show tomorrow. Always got to be midweek 12. Yeah. I mean, I know that's the time of the show, but I don't know. I wish there was a different way to do it.
Yeah, they were saying it actually on the show yesterday because they were promoting it a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're like, we know it's during the weekday, when everybody works, just do your best to come down for any amount of time.
Right.
Which they're somewhere in the city. I forget what.
Yeah, I forget too.
But it must be by the Garden somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah. But if there's some way, I don't know, they could just do something differently.
Right. You only take off from work if it's a golf day, right? Nothing else would be.
That's what I would say, honestly.
Yeah. Did you work at all yesterday?
No, just here, course, and
drinking.
No drinking, but
dinner.
Beautiful course. Dinner, but it was
steak.
No.
Pork chops. No, you don't like pork chops.
No.
Lamb chops. You don't like lamb chops.
It wasn't anything fancy. It was just
barbecue chicken salad,
grilled chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, that type of thing.
Hard-boiled egg. Wait, hot dogs, hamburgers. Whoa. You said salad, grilled chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, cheesecake.
Not cheesecake. I mean, Tony, hot dogs and hamburgers, you're acting like that's some gourmet food.
No, but it's just funny because you started out with it was nothing. It was just a healthy salad during the week with the chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers.
That's not how I meant to portray it, but I guess the way that it came across. Course was so nice just in the beginning, though. It's a scramble. I think we were just even. Had some good shots, but the beginning of the round, freezing. The wind chill. But by the day's end, it looked
beautiful.
Yeah, a beautiful course. Very, very high end club. But by the end of the day, it warmed up to acceptable levels. So we'll take that.
Were you doing were you in a golf shirt or quarter zip? What do we got? What were you wearing?
What I was wearing yesterday, that long sleeve black Callaway.
Did you have pants on?
Yeah, pants. And then when my other sweatshirt that's like this over that to begin with, and then we layered down from that point. But I have to say, and it kind of is a good segue because Jay says, I bet Tony's loving this weather. I am. The morning is so brutal. I hate being freezing in the morning, going to my car, a couple of minutes to warm up. And the best part is this isn't even the lows of it, Tony. I mean, we're getting a lot lower on the temperature scale. Dude. But it's still 40s in the morning, freezing. I don't like that. It's not enjoyable. I think it sucks. I don't care what you think about it, Tony.
I went on a great run this morning, dude. It was awesome.
What time was the run?
6:30.
Okay. So, yeah.
Someone coming up?
Yeah, 45 out. Shorts?
Probably. Yeah, shorts. Thorn. Running shorts, dude. Come on. Hoodie, shorts, socks.
Oof, brutal. How many miles?
Like a mile and a half.
There you go. Bonita?
No. Sorry, I'm chewing on the air here, but
least it's not ice. Well, fuck off, Tony. Okay.
Anyway, Mike made me a breakfast sandwich. Very nice of him. I want to say it was on some type of like sourdough bread
Mhm.
or like artisan bread, like the circle loaf,
Yeah.
egg. And like, I guess he has like Bulgarian salami. So it's like salami, but a little tougher,
Mhm.
which is good. It's like a little meatier, which is really good. It's a cured meat. And of course, some seasonings. They did a great job.
There we go.
Yeah. Good way to start your morning.
Let's not start this conversation.
Oh, wow, dude.
I-
He would be feeding me human meat. He would, dude.
Jay, though, I could just tell from glancing at the group chat. I think Jay was getting a little like offended, honestly,
Yeah,
by
he's
those
getting-
videos.
yeah.
He's getting nervous and offended at the same time. Would you say, or no?
Nervous.
Or not nervous? Not nervous.
I don't
just
know
tight.
about nervous.
He
Yeah,
seemed
just tight.
tight.
He
Though, I'm
seems a
not
little
kidding.
tight.
Like
Yeah,
Jay
yeah.
isn't somebody who gets tight. He seemed tight.
He did seem tight. Michael seemed tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Everyone seemed tight. In the morning, the cold, whatever.
Yeah.
He can't handle
I
it.
think we should just do a whole show on human meat, Tony.
Well, we might as well, dude. I think I just ate some of it, so.
Josh B, though, we don't want to miss that one.
Grand
Rising. Let's have a day. Rep the company, rep TV, DTV,
Rep
rep
TV.
the sports port. And then also Jay was asking if I had a career day on the course yesterday. I wouldn't say career day. Solid showing.
Best out of everyone that was on your team, though, the other guys?
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, I got the advantage. He's
age-wise.
so thick. But I am riled. Lake of Isles, Tony. Thursday, 73 degrees.
Wow, 73.
Yeah.
What the hell is that
Last day
about?
of summer and last week of October. Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
So I'll be fired up for that. That I'm hoping for 80s, honestly. Just dialed in one last round just to end the season. But we'll have to see about that. But yeah, there's a lot to get to, Tony. But I guess let's start in the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick six. Minka Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again.
Mahomes escaping, on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop it.
Aaron Jones, oh, what a tackle. Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
A couple of things. He said he was tight at being added so early. Like what does that mean?
So like added, like he was added, like Mike said, like added him, like called him out almost.
Oh, okay. No, I
And
guess I
Jay,
just
early in the
yeah.
morning. He's not a morning guy.
Oh, okay.
Getting the cold.
He gets tight in the morning, really.
But sometimes he does,
Yeah.
because it's just like probably who knows if he was up late last night and
The shades.
the shades, dude. And because like obviously living with him, I'd be up early.
Yeah.
Post run, I'm like energetic because I just ran.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah. I still just can't believe you love it 40 and cold, Tony. It's like sickening.
It's
honestly.
it's not 40 and cold. It's just 40.
All right, but even if it's 40, I'm saying like I struggle with it, honestly.
I think it helps me get up in the morning, I think, dude. Because when it's hot and I'm like, I don't know, dude, I just don't want to do anything when it's hot. Like when it's cold, it's like I'm gonna get out of bed. Like, let me get going, dude. Like even just breathing that air, the morning crispy air, dude.
Oh man.
With the morning dew on the cars.
Is this a Materiello thing? Like, is your whole family cold-blooded, I guess you could say?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Are you kind of the leader in the pack?
My
or-
dad loves the sun. Like he went.
Oh,
and,
she's
dude,
opposite.
yeah, when it's the summer, I mean, he's in the yard, like no shirt on the whole summer.
Wow,
getting tan,
okay.
just sitting out there in the
Yeah.
heat. Yeah. So
Not-
he likes. Yeah.
Nothing like being warm, Tony. Not too warm, but warm.
Speaking of warm, I think it's a great temperature in here today.
This honestly couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. Yesterday it
is
was, dude.
ideal.
Yesterday I was like, "What is going on?" And I didn't get it yesterday. I don't know how I got hot in here. Like I had everything off. Like
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. You never know, honestly. The forces within, Tony.
I know, dude.
But yeah, last night, Jay summing it up here, saying Kirk Thuggins showing up last night. How about the Vikings? 22-17 over the Niners, going to 3-4, handing San Francisco their second straight loss after starting out 5-0. So that was definitely a surprise. And Cousins going into this one was 2-10 on Monday Night Football. But he's
2-10
was able to get the win here. Did it without an explosive running game. The team only ran for 74 yards, on 21 attempts, 3.5 yards per carry. Cousins, passed for 378, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Wasn't sacked. So really a great performance out of him. Was dialed in, Tony, early and often. And by the way, I just thought of this because I'm thinking early and often. Your phrase is early this morning, a caller called in and said Dave said something that was out of pocket.
Stop it.
Lonnie, listening.
Out of pocket, dude?
Said out of
They
pocket.
said out of pocket.
Yeah, Dave, I think that's a little out of pocket. I forgot what it was even about. It didn't matter. I was just so excited to hear I've never actually heard anybody really say that before you did.
That is really kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know where he was from? Do you know who it was?
No. I mean, but the podcast, go back, listen.
Dude, listen.
But yeah, so early and often, Jordan Addison, I believe it's 6 touchdowns in his first 7 games in the
Very
NFL.
impressive.
7 receptions, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. And if you could pull up we go to game highlights there, Tony. It was insane. There was probably, 30 seconds left, 40 seconds left. And Shadarius Ward on the Niners going for another interception. And Addison wrestles the ball away from him and goes 60 yards to the house. Unbelievable stuff. The rookie wide receiver.
Like 20 seconds left in the game?
No, in the first half.
In the first half. Third quarter still. Second half.
Oh, this has got to be it.
This is
right here, dude. Right here.
Right here.
Up.
That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Niners, Minnesota. Share it. Full screen it.
Blitz off the edge. Cousins throws.
Wow, that was it.
I mean, tell me that's not ridiculous.
That is pretty impressive right there, dude. Very impressive work.
I mean, that was like I did not
with the arms up, like, oh, did I do that?
I don't know if I've ever seen that, Tony.
Dude.
I mean, bad job by Jarius Ward there, you know?
Yeah, terrible job. Like, what's the deal, dude? Did you get scared? They're gonna show the replay,
and then they missed the extra point after.
Oh, they did miss the point, huh? I guess they're not gonna show the replay. That's kind of ridiculous. Just go back here. Cousins showed Cousins the throw.
It's like it seemed like that's an auto pick.
I know, honestly, dude, like very much like behind him, like almost to the defender, almost.
Yeah,
really. Look at that; it's in his hands, and he just reaches back.
And then how he just let it?
Oh my god! He just uses momentum, pulls him, pushes him, rips the ball.
But how does he
gone, dude.
How does he not make sure that at least he's not going to go all the way? Because that would have just been a field goal. And that ended up almost being the difference in the game there.
Oh, that defender is soft. I think that's just what it is at the end of the day. I mean, he just kind of thought it was a gimme interception, and I just got the ball ripped out of his hands, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, unbelievable. And that kind of set the tone, the rest of the way in this game. Minnesota really, controlling it despite only 2 field goals in the second half. Their defense stepping up and only allowing that touchdown pass to Christian McCaffrey with about 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Rest of the way, just a field goal to Moody, due to the 8-point deficit there to make it 5. And then the Niners not able to come up with anything on offense. Brock Purdy, 2 weeks ago, he had never lost as a starter. Now, for the first time in his career, he's lost 2 weeks in a row. Obviously, the Niners dealing with some injuries. Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel were not active for this one. Christian McCaffrey did score for the 16th consecutive game in NFL record.
That's
Tony.
ridiculous.
But he did also only average 3 yards per carry. And then George Kittle led the Niners in receiving, 5 receptions, 78 yards. Purdy, 2 picks, threw for 272, but the turnovers did him in. And it's kind of weird. You look at this now, and we all kind of really had put San Francisco on a pedestal. And it's hard not to ask the question, are they a decent amount more vulnerable than we thought? I mean, are they not so far ahead of the pack, Tony? I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, I know it's tough to argue against that. The past 2 weeks, looking about how they played, I mean, obviously, you know, they've definitely, other teams have been exposing some weaknesses, I would say, you know, with the Niners, or, you know, I mean, Cousins did play well. You know, the Vikings did play really well. So I think other teams are maybe recognizing they have to step up against them too. But again, I think there's a lot of different factors. You know, that being a factor, of course. You know, I think it is, you know, worth mentioning that Brock Purdy hasn't really experienced a lot of loss, you know. So I think some of that falls on him a little bit too. So I think, you know, if the Niners want to continue to be, you know, that far ahead of the pack, I think it has to do with them remaining healthy for the rest of the season. I mean, McCaffrey, I refuse to think was 100% playing this game,
but he scores 2 touchdowns anyway.
I know, kind of crazy. But still, think about if he really was, because it was an oblique injury, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to hurt for him to be moving, you know, and he's still performing like that. So imagine if he is 100%, and then on top of that, you know, Brock Purdy, I think, needs to show the NFL that he can experience loss and kind of bounce back.
Yeah. In the face, Tony.
Yeah.
Of adversity.
So, I mean, good for Cousins, good for the Vikings, because they certainly face some adversity.
Season alive at 3-4.
Definitely season alive. And, you know, they've experienced their fair share of injuries as well. So, you know, I think the Vikings proved a lot. And yeah, I think they did kind of show the Niners maybe at this point, aren't, you know, the outright outlying best team in the NFL.
And then how about this? Next 5 weeks for San Francisco, home to Bengals, at Jacksonville, home to Bucks, at Seattle, at Eagles, home to Seahawks.
Wow.
I mean, it's not all going to fall apart, but it also, you're probably going to go 3-2. Like, you're not going to really separate yourself here. So a team that we were thinking, you know, might win 15 games, 14 games, you know, might be looking at, you know, 11, maybe 12 wins at the most.
I mean, like, you think this next stretch of like 5 games?
Well, because I mean, I think I could see them losing at the Eagles, honestly.
I could see them losing at the Eagles. I could see them getting into trouble with the Bengals, possibly the Jags.
Yeah, the Jags. No, the I think the Jags and the Eagles are the tough ones. Cincinnati, I mean, I know they've righted the ship, but I just think they'll be able to figure something out there.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Purdy with the 2 picks too. I mean,
no sacks either.
I know.
1 interception,
1 sack.
And then they had the giveaway, the Christian McCaffrey fumble.
That's right,
deep
the fumble.
Into Minnesota territory.
Lonnie was called into to Gaming Corner when that fumble happened, dude. Yeah, it was kind of funny because he was kind of like play-by-play, you know, announcing the game as I was playing a game here. It was dope.
And then he was telling you how you switch teams.
Yeah. It's funny actually when you know you're not around. Lonnie's a little bit more low key, you know, like a little bit more mellow, dude. I think you make him feel some type of way.
Speaking of him, he has some comments here.
Oh yeah, all right, let's go. Lonnie coming in hot, saying, "Let's go." Good morning, gentlemen. Matt Ryan, shut your face. I don't want to hear it today. Kirk ain't going nowhere. Definitely now. That's a good point too. And then yes, the NBA kicks off tonight. I'm sure he's pretty pumped for the NBA.
The
Knicks hat on today for sure.
Michael's thinking Embiid's coming to town potentially.
Yeah, I wonder what Lonnie feels about that.
Yeah, Lonnie, any thoughts there? Embiid, is he coming to the Garden?
He's asking anywhere from Riley. No,
ask Alan Hahn.
Ask Alan Hahn about.
No, really, still nothing from Riley.
I gotta call him. I should call him.
Oh, because it was the thumbs up, and then you never.
Yeah.
I got you.
Reacquire. Purdy didn't look too Purdy last night. Ha 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 ha.
What do you think about that? I mean, out of pocket or no?
No, I don't think so.
Just kidding.
I mean, he didn't look like his normal self, I suppose.
He didn't.
Kirk just seems to amaze me in different ways almost every year. Wow, Lonnie. Derek Ho, classic. Hi there. And then he goes, "What? Stop it, Tony. Anyone can get a scud at any time." He says.
Derek Ho, can we get anything? I tried saying hi.
He commented
yesterday.
last night. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But what's up, Tony? I mean, honestly, you got to know something here.
I know nothing about Derek Ho.
Wait, what's your guess? Honestly, if you had to give me a guess on Derek Ho.
I don't know.
5 minutes. Go.
Honestly, probably one of Mike's old friends from high school, Fairfield.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about the guy yesterday, who we talked about on Facebook. What's his name? Alex Durset.
Yes.
Dura French, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who had a nice little sly comment for us. I mean, that you know,
What was this like comment?
you really wanted me to repeat it, dude?
Okay, it was early, Tony. Let's just put it that way. I do remember him commenting, but honestly,
So do you want me to say it?
yesterday was a blur. I mean, you don't have to. Honestly.
Okay.
But yesterday was a blur. No,
Because it's like one of those comments you'd be like, "Oh my god, dude!"
But was yesterday not a blur though?
It
Early in
was
the
a blur,
morning.
early in the morning, very blurry. I don't even remember like.
I seriously couldn't tell you one thing that we even talked about.
No, I know the top of the show was about nonsense. I know that, and then it was just.
Bless you. But hey, that's why we appreciate all of our fans.
Oh wow, Jay
keeping
Bird
it, holding it down for us.
wants me to say it. He goes, "I didn't hear it."
How about Lonnie's man, Joel? What do you think about that?
He goes, and Joel. I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I mean, Rick said it too in the show. I mean, he is always dealing with some sort of ailment come the postseason.
Is he a diva?
I don't know. It kind of seems like it a little bit, dude.
Like-
I think they're
like-
all divas. They're all divas, dude.
Because
They're all
you know what?
divas.
He does like a reverse psychology. Like
Yeah.
he makes it seem like it's everybody else that's the issue. But I think, listen, I mean, it's warranted. He balls out, he performs, but he hasn't won a title yet. Like you said, there is always an injury. But it does seem like he's always kind of like talking smack with somebody.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's so
he gets
hard.
away with it with the accent though, or no?
Yeah. It's hard to tell because is it him or is it everybody else? Because I mean, look at the situations with the teammates he had, on the 76ers. Like, he hasn't had the greatest teammates. He's had divas as teammates as well. So I don't know. I can't really tell if he's a diva yet. But I mean, I don't know, man. Again, you have to have respect for him because I think he came into the league and it was the big max before the games, and then he did kind of buckle down, lost some weight.
I think was it his first
The
two
toe.
seasons, right?
Yeah.
That's
The
crazy
foot,
too.
right,
I mean,
yeah.
you don't usually see somebody miss the first 2 seasons of a
Right.
career, and then I think still only played 30 games.
And
after
then,
that.
like, especially like a big man having a foot problem, I feel like
Right,
that's going to be
right.
something that
What does Lonnie mean? Tony, Joel, and Max same boat?
Tony, Joel, and Max same boat. No, Max
Crosby.
Kellerman,
I don't get why he'd be going
Max.
Kellerman though.
Max Verstappen,
Max Verstappen.
Formula One racer for Red Bull. No,
Honestly, with racing, the only thing that I don't even know why I'm saying this, but we've talked about it, I think, before. The Heineken commercial that they used to do.
oh my god!
Tell me that wasn't a good one though.
Yeah, no, it was a great one. That like with Mario Andretti and his son.
I'm still driving.
driving.
the way he says it, with such class, Tony. Oh, Scherzer.
Oh, Max Scherzer.
Wait, what do you
dude.
know? Scherzer not stepping up last night, huh?
I mean, he did what he needed to do. So
Yeah, but I'm saying hammered though. It was 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs is doing what you're supposed to do. The offense, Tony. If they relied on him to pitch in there, would have lost the game.
yeah, but would the Astros score like 3 runs?
I
the whole
think 2.
game?
I don't know, but I'm saying he only pitched like into the 3rd
Yeah,
inning.
2 2/3.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you know what? Like he could have pitched more, honestly.
he also
and
giving up more runs.
He also, he could have pitched worse. But
If
also,
he- I'm
like,
saying
dude,
if
he
they kept him in
definitely,
there.
if they kept him in, possibly. We'll get into baseball, but listen, I mean, like Max Scherzer has been pitching in the postseason injured. I feel like every year for the past, literally since 2019, because he was injured in the World Series, the neck. He only lasted like 3 innings in Game 7 of the World Series. But I forget, dude. We'll get into it. Yeah, but it's just Bruce Bochy, like, just phenomenal job, dude. It really is.
Scherzer though maybe off the World Series roster
He
potentially.
goes you too. Oh my god. Yeah, and there's a thank you Rangers.
We did. I want to give a shout out to our two buddies, Matthew Ryan,
Our two buddies.
Well, now Vikings, we won't get Kirk,
Yeah.
and that is correct. And then Lonnie saying, "There it goes,
There
Tony."
goes. Yep, that's what we're getting.
And then HTJ saying, "Good morning, gentlemen. Shout out to the company, NBA. Go New York, go New York, go Knicks, baby."
I love that, dude. Great call, by the way, into the show this morning. Hot take, Johnny.
It is interesting though, because I feel like we're only privy to Michael's enthusiasm at times for the NBA, but it is interesting hearing from other people, because I feel like we're just so used to hearing people say like like a Matt, like maybe success,
Yes,
like,
he's beat.
you know what I mean? So it is kind of interesting seeing it from the other side.
No, I am very excited that the company are into the Knicks, dude, because that'll get me riled for some basketball, I think.
Yeah, and it's New York.
It's New York. I love New York. Nobody else loves New York like me.
Lonnie says the injuries and the fact that Joel doesn't make it past the second round, I'm good. We can do that already now. Only MVP not to make it past the second round.
That is pretty crazy. Yeah, but do you think Embiid on the Knicks, does that give you guys a chance to go deeper in the playoffs?
Yeah, Lonnie, I do think it is all circumstantial. He's not out of the water, so let's not get it mixed up.
Out of the
you
water?
would think that out of hot water, whatever. But you would have thought he would have went further by now. But at the same time, I just don't know, was the roster construction right over there?
In Philly.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it.
Tobias Harris was his most consistent player. I mean, obviously Simmons didn't work out.
Oh,
Harden
Harden's
in his
not
fat
working
suit.
out.
You know what I mean? Has he been paired, Lonnie, with a player that wants it? Wants to win,
wants it
as much as he does. I don't think he has.
I don't think so either, dude. And it's where's Ben Simmons now? Brooklyn still?
Yeah. He averaged 6 points a game.
It's unbelievable, dude. Throw away a whole career. Really. Diva. Disgusting. Hate it. What's up, dude?
No. I mean, I agree. Enjoy the games. Josh sent me that yesterday.
Really? Oh my God. So funny.
It was confusing, Tony. Was it not confusing?
I guess.
Yanni. But what do we got, HCJ?
He says, remember, until last year, people thought Jokic couldn't get it done either. Everyone says that until you get it done.
That's true. That's true.
No, that's very true, dude.
And I want you to tell everybody the other time that happens. If you could please. And I want to take some credit for it.
I would imagine what Brian's referring to from the Bucks one with Giannis.
The footage
Brian
of that.
was on the train of Giannis all season.
It is true. And I know I do that for other players too, but we really, it is ridiculous. We don't let careers play out and we say that people, that's it. That's it. And it's it's not always it.
Bucks record this season. Dame, what do you got? Giannis.
57 wins.
Wow. Playoffs, where they go in?
I'm trying to
conference finals.
You know what? Honestly, for let's actually just give me let me sort everything out here, Tony. But first thing I guess I want to say is any chance, kind of just to wrap up the football conversation. Any chance Vikings turn it around, maybe last wild card spot, or we're talking crazy?
Vikings,
Jefferson out a couple more games.
Couple 2 probably? Or?
Yeah. At Packers, which they do not look good. At Falcons.
Right, which they probably
Saints,
could win.
Broncos, Bears, Raiders.
So let's say that Jefferson comes back for the Saints.
Win.
Broncos
win. Bears win. Raiders win. Bengals lose. Yeah. Lions lose. Packers win. Lions lose. So that would that be 3 losses? So 10 and 7. I mean, right?
10 and 7 is really good.
Never know.
And then at that point, 10 and 7, they could win their division, I suppose. But I mean, the only thing I feel it'll come down to literally week 17.
Week 17.
Lions, Vikings playing for the division. Vikings could potentially get a wild card spot. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, dude.
So I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, that extra wild card spot definitely opens things up because you look at the teams in contention.
Yeah,
they could overtake the Bucks. The Rams are right there with them. You think they're better than the Commanders.
Falcons
the Saints haven't impressed. The Packers aren't that good. So there is an opportunity. For there to be playoff football in Minnesota. Maybe not in Minnesota, but for Minnesota. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
But what was I gonna say here?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Matthew Ryan. He's just like Zach Wilson diva.
Oh my God.
He's not a diva.
You don't think he's a diva?
Do you think he's a diva?
You don't think so?
No, I think he's just, young and stupid like any other young person.
I mean, it depends. It depends, honestly.
I don't think he's a diva. Come on, like diva.
I think he's gotten better. I think he was a diva last year because he said it wasn't his fault when he threw like 3
it's kind of bogus, dude. No accountability, lack of accountability. You
Rodgers
immature,
humbled.
dude. Yes, dude.
So, and last question for you before we switch gears here, Tony. Competitive game Thursday night, Orchard Park. Your guy Baker. No blowout.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Not even worth watching.
Bills bounce back, a lot of offense.
Bills will rebound. Still be one of the top teams in the AFC.
Yeah, probably one of the top. Like we're talking top 5 in the AFC, definitely.
Okay.
And then like I said, yeah, Baker, frozen at Orchard Park, the cold, the winter. It's not Tampa Bay, the crowd.
Right.
Forget it, dude. You wouldn't last a second over there in Buffalo, bro.
No, I don't. It's just not enjoyable.
The wings
not
you up, dude. The hot, spicy wings.
No, no.
The beer warms you up, dude.
No,
the drinking.
I feel like I would like put up with it just for that because I do want to go to a Bills game.
Yeah. Bills, Sabres.
Yeah, Bills, Sabres, maybe the AAA team as well.
Yeah, sure, dude. And at that point,
Sagan Field.
Head on up.
Or Sagan
Field. Head on up to Montreal. You might as well while you're over there too. Canadiens.
The Canadiens. What do you think about what HCJ says here? Embiid also had Doc Rivers as head coach for much of his career, and Rivers is historically bad in Game 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I feel like again, just from what I've heard and seen from you guys, from Michael, Doc was under a lot of heat with the 76ers.
Right.
So. I mean, yeah, maybe change of scenery for Embiid, better players, better culture, better coach. I don't know if he's necessarily going to get much more of that in New York.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I think it'll be like a newfound like drive for him to win if he
I honestly think, depending on what they had to give up, if the Knicks got Embiid, they would find themselves in the NBA Finals.
Really? The NBA Finals?
Yeah.
And that'd be pretty sweet.
But
do you think Michael be happy at that point?
Oh, yeah. But if they don't get Zion, maybe not.
Oh, Zion. He loves Zion.
Or Bobo. But let's actually go now. A little switch up here, Tony, to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls go! LeBron James at the buzzer!
All right, Tony. So opening night in the National Basketball Association.
A soft opening, really.
Soft opening, only 2 games.
What's the deal with that?
You know, I don't really. I feel like they do typically do that. I don't know if it's just to put more eyeballs, more emphasis on these games, but I think you could go more than 2. You know, it almost reminds me of the hockey scheduling.
Bless you. Are they working in tandem here with the fudge, dude?
Say that again.
So are they working in tandem like the NBA and the NHL?
Batman, Silver, right. You know, never know, right?
Never know.
But yeah, so they go with the 2 games. You know, you got Lakers, Nuggets, Sun, Warriors. Michael's riled, but still doesn't want Embiid, even though it's all Doc's fault, and that is. What do you think, though? Everybody's making a big deal about how he hasn't got past the 2nd round.
It's not.
Is it Tony?
Rivers.
Is that mic on?
It is now.
Okay.
Of Doc Rivers sold his soul in 08 to Lucifer Morningstar for the championship with the Celtics.
Right.
If he didn't, he would have had 2 or more with the Celtics.
It came close, but just
don't like Embiid for us. He's injury prone.
The injuries are the biggest thing.
Scary.
And I know he's a tough worker, but is it, like we were kind of talking about this before? Is he kind of a little bit of a diva though? Like I know he's a hard worker, but like
no, I think he's like Shaq.
Okay, so it's like Shaq, meaning
big
like
personality.
Shaq, but Shaq always did like to have beef with people, but like kind of like not aggressive, really. Like just
and he's like
light.
You know, a fun guy. You know, he's a big personality. He's a big personality, dude.
A fun guy.
What else? No, I'm excited for Phoenix tonight because, dude, Bradley Beal. I know these teams have been formed before, but there hasn't been a team.
Beal at point guard, though, does that work?
Dude, he played point for the Wizards.
But like, I don't know, you know what I mean. When you think of Bradley Beal, though, you don't think of him as
obviously, but I mean, I'm totally fine with it.
But it's more of that because Booker's very good at passing. Durant's very good at passing. So it's like you don't need Steve Nash playing point guard.
Right. But it's dope that, dude, think about Bradley Beal as your point, coming off a screen and the guy's going under.
And
because he had, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's all
yeah. And
crazy.
he can get so hot shooting.
Yeah,
obviously.
they all can. And dude, honestly, Bol, let's go, buddy. Big year, most improved player.
Preseason stats. Did you see anything?
I saw a little bit. He wasn't getting that much burn.
Okay, so they didn't play him that much.
Not that he didn't get paid that much, but it's like he's gonna get more. I think they're saving him for the regular season. Just like the other players are gonna play a lot of. And we're huge Bol guys, dude. If Bol goes off this year, we have his rookie cards. We have sick
300 of them.
Like we have sick Bol.
Yeah.
Rookie cards. Like it's ridiculous.
Straight up to my face.
And I do believe in him. I think he's gonna have a big year. I really do. And when he does, just like Zion, RJ is gonna have a big year. That draft class is gonna finally. You're gonna see why they were so highly touted, being compared to the 2003 draft class.
And I'm just kind of taking a look here because I was thinking about, we were talking about Embiid before. Actually, well, first, before I do that, I was going to go back to the Knicks, but I'm just thinking about the Suns because we kind of thought last year, no matter what, like the wins, losses were, we kind of like, oh, the Suns are going to make it far. And we've kind of thought this with Brooklyn before, with Kyrie and KD. Do you feel, though, that this is different where we will see them in the finals?
Yes. No, it's not like, Western Conference guaranteed, but that's always, you can't.
Jokic could take him out.
Always a toss up in the West, but they will get to the Western Conference finals.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Hands down. There's no one
that's
going to.
Johnny.
Johnny, you want him?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bring him in. Patch him in. Here's Johnny. Hello,
Johnny, you there?
Johnny got nervous.
Did I scare you off?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, gentlemen. No, just wait for the silence. Just wait for the silence to end.
Oh man, how's it going?
I hear you guys. Good morning. Good. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Pumped up for some NBA tonight.
I
was just about to tell you how the Lakers, I guess, we're gonna win another title. And that LeBron was gonna be the oldest to win an MVP. I guess that's what he was telling me.
Look, you at the coffee.
I could see him winning an MVP. I could see him winning an MVP.
Better chance of the Lakers winning than the Suns.
It's crazy.
Really?
What?
No, he said better.
Yeah,
chance
well, Kevin Durant sold his soul to win with Golden State. And the guy's as soft as Charmin.
Not.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, no.
Durant is soft as Charmin. Come on.
No, but there is the
The guy cares about what people on Twitter says. Come on.
True.
Dude,
True.
AD, I mean, at least as a team.
AD does get injured. Yeah,
that's the thing, dude. I forgot for a hot
Correct.
second.
I'm talking about as being like not physically tough. Like Kevin Durant, like emotionally and every other part you need like to be like Jordan was tough, not physically, but like nothing would stand in his way. Kevin Durant cares what guys on Twitter think. I mean, can you be any more soft as far as that goes? Like caring what people think and having to go to Golden State to get your championships. That's soft. Soft.
If you
competitively soft.
If hypothetically, if the Suns were like, we're kind of sick of KD's antics, would you take him on the Knicks?
You'd have to because he's instantly better than anyone on our team.
You're crazy, bud.
What do you mean?
You're crazy.
No.
In a good way.
No. He's just
in a good way.
Because
how am I crazy? That's why I'm saying the Lakers will have a better chance to win a championship than that. It's not the same as saying would I take him. He's better than Randall. Randall's got an issue in the playoffs too. Come on. You all know that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. What are your expectations for the Knicks this year? I mean, we didn't expect them to win a playoff series last year. They did. Miami ended up dominating them. I mean, what are you expecting to see this year?
Well, I'm expecting 82-0. I would say at best, I mean, if everything goes right, third seed at best. And I'm not saying realistic. That's if everything falls into place but realistically, probably between 4 to 6 as far as seed goes. Winning a pot, could win first round again, second round. Probably, I mean, you're going to either face Milwaukee or Boston at that point, unless things go terribly wrong for one of those two teams. You're not winning that series. So I'd say probably 4 to 6 is I'm hoping 4 seed. yeah, winning another round and getting some of the playoff experience. And I mean, if the Philadelphia thing explodes and we can get Embiid, I'm all in on that. I think you guys can tell from the chat. So I'm looking forward to the season.
And do you think is there anything to the fact of the band being back together? Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart. I heard Jay Wright might come on as an advisor.
Yeah, I mean, we got that play sport. Like when you play with guys, the more you play with people, the better, the more camaraderie you have, the more you get to know little things.
Yeah, I wish that was the case here at Downtime.
I love playing with people at Downtime.
Yeah, well, things become second nature. You know where guys are going to be on the court. You know what to expect on like a fast break, what lanes guys are going to fill. On defense, you know what guys' strengths are and how to help them. And bringing the whole team back pretty much for the Knicks. A second, and having that nine-man rotation. You swap out DiVincenzo for Toppin. And if you read you swap those two guys out. You get better there. And I think Thibodeau with this team for a second year, he's going to get more into the minutia of his offensive and defensive.
Or third year, right?
I'm sick of Thibodeau.
Or is his fourth year?
It's his fourth year. I know. I'm sick of him, Johnny. I'm sorry.
No, the only thing I'll say, honestly, Michael, I could see how just overall as a human being, he's a chief, but at the same time, I do feel like he still is one of the better coaches in the league.
Sure. Okay, cool. I don't care. Dude, Johnny, you're going to get hung up on in a second. Give me a second to talk. You give me
Thibodeau
1 second.
or Zach Wilson? Who's better at the job? Go.
Zach Wilson. Thibodeau, I don't like him. I need a championship winning guy. Like he's just gonna get us to where a first, second round, like he always does historically all the time, and that's it. He's built the culture up, and that's it. That's what he does.
But
he
is
changes
the problem
cultures? He doesn't finish jobs. He's like the Mets manager from last year. What's his name? Buck.
But is the problem like it's like he brings the defensive intensity, the attitude, but he doesn't make the right moves and have the right rotations, and maybe he like won't play a guy like Evan Fournier, even though they need help with outside shooting, just because he doesn't like the way he practices or something like that.
And I don't know. I just I think about Chicago and what he did to that Bulls team and those players, and everyone's just like, what did you do? Well, they're non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
He ran him out of the gym. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's different things like that. He's a little he needs to have a happy medium for me.
Yeah.
What NBA championship winning coach are you bringing into this
Phil
team?
Jackson.
Because you
Phil
said
Jackson.
Phil Jackson. They still owe him some money.
We still owe him a couple mil. Might as well finish the job.
Yeah. How did it work out for Philadelphia bringing in a championship winning coach with Doc Rivers?
No, and honestly, the one thing I will say, Johnny, and I know Michael already agrees with me, I don't even need to ask him. If they did just put Mark Jackson in place,
yes, 100%.
Even though he hasn't won a championship yet, he would.
He got robbed. He got robbed with Golden State.
Robbed by ESPN.
Just because he's a godly man.
Or he took that team as far as he could take them, and then he need to bring someone else in who could take that team to another level.
No. They fired him because he was a God-fearing man and wanted to pray with the team. And the owner's anti-God.
And he wanted like some more front office pull. They didn't want to give it to him.
He would have won championships with that team too. Don't give me that.
And I think you got to be a Mark guy. Being a Knicks fan, no? You got to like Mark Jackson.
The offense was different. The offense was different under Steve Kerr than it was under Mark Jackson.
You're hating on Mark Jackson.
I wonder what would have happened though if Steve Kerr had taken the Knicks job. Because remember he was thinking about it.
But here's my issue. The Knicks have been horrible for 20 years, right?
No, it's been 30. It's been 30 years.
It hasn't been 20.
It hasn't been 20. It's been 30
years. Sorry, you're right. Well, I mean, they went to the championship in '99, so
they sucked then too.
Closer to 20 than 30, but yeah, okay. Anyway, so
they did.
Well, I'll give you the 30 years. It even plays into my point better. 30 years. We finally get a good team, and you're like, all right, we get a good team. Let's get rid of the coach that got us there and bring in. No, we're not going to bring in anyone that has proven any.
You think this is a good team?
We went to the second round.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying we're champions.
When?
Okay, so did we not go to the second round last year?
Last year. It's a new year, and guess what? There's a lot of better teams.
You guys are
winning championships. The Knicks are not winning anything with this team. Sorry.
We don't have the roster
You
to win a
guys aren't
championship.
winning.
You
So
can
then
bring
what are
in,
you
you can bring
doing?
in
What are
God
you doing
himself
then?
to coach the team.
What are you doing then?
What do you mean?
Why would you
Well, are we
like this
talking
team?
about coaching?
Why would you
Or are
like
we
this
talking
team?
about
Why would
GM?
Why would you like this team then if they're not going to win you a championship? You're so hell bent on this team. Why do you like this team so much?
I enjoy watching this team play basketball.
Because you're
I mean, there's only
depressed over
realistically
30
what?
years of basketball from the Knicks. This team still sucks.
No, because
though.
you're not going from being the worst team in the league to a championship in one season.
Nah,
You
they're
tell me
still
a team that's really done
I
that.
have a question though
They're
for you
still beat.
guys. You know,
Okay,
we know.
wait a minute. What move are you making? What move are you making today that's getting you a championship? You tell me what move are you making right now that's getting you a championship?
Well, I would have gotten rid of Julius Randle 2 seasons ago, first of all. So we would have had different players
and
from that.
And who would have taken him that would have given you name the player that would have
Dude,
been
I
given
don't
up to
care.
get
If I'm
him
the
that would have
fucking
brought you a
GM or the
championship.
owner of the team, I don't care about fans like you complaining. I'm going to take my time and build a team. I like youth. I like building a farm system. I don't like mid to old players.
Farm system in the NBA.
Stop it. I like young guys.
Farm system in the NBA.
Do we not have a G League team? Do we not have a G League team?
And
do we
what,
not have a G League
what
team?
NBA team? What NBA team has brought a player up from the G League? Has led them to a
Wemby, are you dumb?
Name one. Name one in the history of the G
Wemby.
League.
The Spurs just did, you idiot.
He's not a G League player.
What?
He came from
Go
Europe.
look it up. Where did he play last year?
Oh yeah, you're right. Last year, 1 year.
Hang up the phone on him right now.
But they
Hang up the phone. Hang
drafted
up the phone.
him. No. They drafted him, right? Did they not draft him this year?
Hang
Did
up.
they not
Hang
draft
up
him?
the phone
Did
on
they
him.
not draft him?
Hang
Did
up.
they not draft
Hang
him
up.
this year?
You're
Did they
wrong,
not
dude.
draft
You
him
just
this year?
you can call back
Did
tomorrow.
they not draft him this year?
Call back
Did
tomorrow.
they not draft him this year? Did they not draft him
From
this year?
where? From what
When was he
team?
drafted?
From what team?
But they didn't bring him up. You're talking. You said develop from the minor league, like
Dude,
they do in
are
other
you?
teams. In other
Do you know?
leagues.
Do you know Greg Popovich? Do you know who he is?
Yes.
So who
Yes.
do you think? Who do you think? Do you know who Tony Parker is? Do you know who's had Wemby
Okay.
in his farm system from the time he was like 9 years old? Who's been grooming him
Okay.
since then? Just stop. You don't know what you're talking about right now.
So how
You just proved it.
how
You
did the
just
San
proved
Antonio
it to me.
Spurs how did the San Antonio Spurs acquire him?
In the draft.
Oh, so wait a minute. So they didn't go ahead and bring him up like we're going to bring you up like baseball teams do. They had to get the first pick.
Stop.
So when did the
I
Knicks have
said
the
farm
first pick?
system. He's thinking baseball. Like, get it out of your head. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't use the right
Well, you
terminology
said you
for
want
you.
to develop a team from the farm system.
Yeah.
Developing a team from the farm system is you build up the talent yourself.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
You take him
Where
and pull
do
him
you
up from
think
there.
Wemby came from? How do you think he got to the Spurs?
And how did San Antonio get? And did San Antonio say, "Listen,
Yeah.
this year we're
Yeah.
going to make sure we get the first round pick"? So you're saying they were in cahoots with the NBA to get the first pick?
Dude, are you dumb? Yes. Where have you been the last 30 years? The NBA is
Wait a minute.
rigged.
So-
All sports are rigged, Johnny. I'm sorry to burst
So
your
you
bubble.
don't. So you don't think that the NBA would want to rig it for the Knicks any time
Why?
within the last
Why
20,
would they
30
want
years?
that? Why? Oh, because it's such a big
because
market.
they're only
Blah,
the
blah, blah,
largest
blah, blah.
market
Who
in-
cares? The Knicks make
So
money
if the
no
Knicks
matter.
don't-
Stop.
so if the
Stop
Knicks
yelling.
don't have a say,
Stop
if the
yelling.
Knicks don't
Stop
have a say
yelling.
in who they
Stop
rigging it
yelling.
for,
Stop yelling. No one needs to yell.
if the Knicks don't have,
Knicks
if the
make
Knicks don't have,
money.
if the Knicks don't have a say in who they rig it for,
The
then how are
Knicks
they going to
get
get that
billions
first
of dollars all the time, so they don't need to make money. The smaller market teams do need to make money, so it's a business.
Okay.
No, is it not a business?
pick? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so there we go. So they're going to capitalize on small. Remember when the NBA owned the New Orleans Pelicans? And then guess what they
Yep,
did?
okay.
They got the first pick overall, which was who? Anthony Davis. Whoa, that's not tampering.
Okay.
That's not rigged. Like
So what you're saying is the NBA has rigged it to get the lesser teams the first
the NBA,
pick.
and then Chicago Bulls, when Derrick Rose got drafted, it was a
Can you
0.01%
answer the
chance
question?
for him
Can
to
you
get
answer-
drafted.
Can you
to
answer the question?
Hang up the phone on him,
Do
please.
they do that?
Tony, please hang up.
Right? So if they did that, so the Knicks. So if they
What are you
did
guys
it
looking at
the
each other
teams,
for?
then
Hang up the
All
fucking phone.
All right. Wait, is he still there? Oh, okay. No, I wasn't.
Jesus
sure.
Christ.
No, because we obviously we just didn't want to leave off on a bad note. But I get it. We'll catch up with him again. No problem.
I mean, he's screaming and yelling. It's not the sports where it's not Hot Take Johnny's show. No, he's calling into the show. Am I right or wrong?
No, exactly. No, Lonnie was just trying to call me. I'm guessing he was trying to call him, but if Lonnie, if you could just call
Lonnie, call in. Go ahead.
call Tony's phone because it's hooked up to the Bluetooth.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that's what he's looking.
And when
to
I
do.
said farm system, I know he got in his head baseball. He couldn't
Dude, I
get
have
it
to
out.
say though, I completely forgot that he played. I didn't like. Did he like do nasty?
We got
I
money
didn't
on the
look it
line
up.
He
there,
did a
Brian.
whole season in the G
But
League.
I'm saying, did he?
I didn't want to be. Oh my God, this is why.
Oh, I'm sorry,
First of
Lonnie.
all,
I thought you called because you knew we were on air. That
I
you were
thought you
trying
wanted
to
to
call
come
in.
on air.
I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
That's why I called that. First of all, let's
Wow,
stop
Brian,
talking.
this
That's why I
happens
called-
every time to you.
No,
Brian.
this
It's
isn't.
so funny.
But we didn't. I didn't put him on the spot.
Exactly. That's exactly why I
happened
called
the last
your
time
phone.
too.
Tony hack. Oh my.
Oh
goodness.
my, honestly, Lonnie, that's my
No,
bad.
Lonnie, I thought you were calling in talk NBA.
Yeah, I thought you were riled with
I
the
thought
Knicks.
you were-
No. I was first of all, I was calling. First of all, shout out to the company, of course.
Shout out company, of course.
Rep DTV, you know, sports for all that. But listen, I was calling because Mike, do me a favor, Mike, chill out with all the "Are you dumb, bro?" Like, come on.
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
said that
Everybody's so
like 5 times.
sensitive.
So you're like, yo, it's not about being sensitive, but it's like, yo, you said that mad times. I'm like, no. At
I
what
mean,
point is
he did-
Johnny gonna fly through the phone?
Well, come on over then, Johnny. I love boxing.
Good,
Like, what the fuck?
good Lord.
Fucking
like
screaming on my show over here. Like it's his show. The
Mike,
fuck out
you
of here.
understand This is your show. This is
It's not
your
my show.
but
It's our show at downtime.
Don't be like a certain show in the afternoon calling people names, bro. It's
I'm not,
unnecessary.
but it's like when he's screaming and yelling and not just acting like an animal. It's like, whoa,
That's just how
calm
he
down.
talks. That's how he talks.
It's not how I like to talk to people. It's not how I receive talking. That makes me want to fight him. To be honest, that's what that makes me want to do. When he talks like that.
Fight and talk. Jesus Christ! I don't know why I called here. Listen, I just called to try to keep the peace. Let's try.
No,
not to
there's
call
no.
nobody.
People are too
You know,
sensitive. It's all love,
calling somebody
Johnny.
a
You're not
quack
dumb.
or-
You're an NBA guru, Johnny. Okay, you know more than me about the NBA. You're so smart. I'm sorry.
I never said that either.
No,
I never said
Lonnie.
that
I'm not saying you. I'm saying Johnny. I'm talking to Johnny.
Well, what I'm trying to say is like, I mean, no need for all the name calling. We all, I mean, let's keep it peaceful here. Feel me? Calling somebody a quack or a hack is different.
It's the same thing, though.
Like,
It's the same thing.
No,
Quack, dumb.
No,
it's the same thing.
Oh, no. Calling somebody a quack or a hack just means that they have a bad sports take or something like that.
I
You
don't like
called them
hack.
dumb
Hack to
like
me
5
sounds
times.
like dummy too. You
Are
know.
you
So there you
dumb?
go.
Are you dumb? Are you
No,
dumb?
no,
Are
we're
you?
good. We're good. He said he didn't mean to yell. He's passionate. He's not upset at all. And this is all in for fun for me. So there we go.
I know
All
it's
is good in
Johnny
the
gets
world.
it.
Like,
We love
Johnny
him.
gets it.
I was thinking like, yo, at some point it started to rub me the wrong way. I was like, God damn, how many times you gonna call him that? Like, you know, let's take it easy here. We all here for fun, you know. Now if Matt Ryan calls in, you want to start saying, "Oh, you dumb?" That's a different story, Tony.
But Lonnie, while we have you though, I mean, NBA starting tonight. What do you think we're going to see out of the Knicks this year?
First of all, as Michael was saying, this is not a championship roster, so you know, I just
And
you
I
know,
get
think
where
of
Johnny's coming from. Like, it's dope to see a good working team. Like, I love that. But it's just like, I'm over that. I want a team that's going to come out here and compete. Like, we know, like, wow, we got a chance to win a championship this year. And that hasn't been a thing for literally even that 98 team. Like, that was the 8th seed. They weren't supposed to be there.
They didn't have a shot. The Spurs,
I know.
like working.
Yeah.
But
you know what is a shame though? I do feel like if they got one guy, like one, and added it to the team without removing anybody, it would be really,
but
really
that's
good.
why I said someone tweeted out the whole Joel Embiid trade possibility, and that's why I said it's Carmelo all over again. Like, we need these guys. We need the DiVincenzo's, but you need a big boy in there with them.
But I don't know, DiVincenzo, Hart, Brunson, Embiid. I mean, that would be pretty good.
That would be dope. But Embiid, they're gonna have to give him up a lot.
Well, you can't trade DiVincenzo.
He has no trade
and
clause?
you can't trade Hart because you just re-signed the extensions.
Okay.
It had to be so maybe center around RJ. No, Lonnie?
I know.
Sitting around RJ, my ass.
He doesn't like RJ.
I guess not.
No. I like RJ, but to say we're gonna center the team around, stop.
No, not centering the team, centering the trade package.
the trade.
For Embiid.
I guess.
And Mitch.
Listen, to me personally, what the Knicks need is Mitchell Robinson to stop being a crybaby, talking about he has offensive game. Actually, do it when you get the ball, you big bum. How about that? And then we need to me, personally, we need a wing, a solid wing. Then I think the Knicks can actually probably do something. We need
like a two-way wing.
6'7", yes, a 6'7", 6'8" wing that can move the ball, that can dribble all that other crap. Basically a small forward point guard, but we also have Jalen, and I think that would obviously kickstart the Knicks way possibly making their way to a championship.
Yeah.
But the roster we have now is not going to do
it's
it.
like,
And then everybody's talking about this, if we trade for Donovan Mitchell, I think the backcourt is going to be way too small. They're going to get dominated. And then with Joel Embiid, I just think, like I said in my comments, as Hot Take said, people took Joker lightly, but that guy balls out. Like, I just feel like Embiid just goes out there and plays ball. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm getting paid for this. Let me just play ball. Joker was determined to win a championship. I don't think really Embiid, he says it, but I don't think he's actually determined to win a championship.
Yeah.
Feel me? So I don't think that, like I said, the only MVP to ever not make it past the second round. Do we really want that on our team? Don't get me wrong. He's a
that
great
sounds
player.
like a Nick thing though to have,
But I'm telling you guys though,
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly why I wouldn't want him on the team.
If you could put him with the Villanova 3 though, that would be a really good team. Honestly,
I don't think so. It'll be the same thing. It'll be the same
like
thing.
with Philly, you're saying?
But with Philly, who's the best teammate?
Tobias Harris.
But then
like
Maxey.
Yeah, but like to win a title, those guys are your threes. He hasn't had a true second best player that like
James Harden.
But we know, yeah, but but come on, James Harden is what, a 4 on a championship winning team
now,
right? Though or no? I mean, Harden's a cancer.
Becomes a 4.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe Harden will end up on the Knicks. Barrett, would you do Randall for Harden?
No. At least Randall loves basketball.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen with Harden?
He's got to get out of the league, huh?
There's nowhere for him to go. No, like
I don't think most teams is going to want him because all the crap that he decides to pull all the time. If it ain't the honey buns, now it's this whole Kelly Oubre and whatever situation.
I know. I heard about that.
Maybe the Clippers just want a bunch of divas. Him, Russ, Kawhi.
Dude.
First of all, that would be one. Your Tyronn Lue would lose all strands of his fucking.
I know he would. Is Paul George still on the Clippers?
Yeah,
dude, that team, man, what a joke.
It's
that's see, and everybody. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all. I'm gonna listen. The Knicks at this point now, that whole Paul George conversation, I kind of go back to that. Like, that's the type of play. Not to say that distinctly him, but that's the type of player the Knicks need to me. And obviously, a center that can score and not just get rebounds and fall on the floor.
I hate that. I know.
And play like a fish. We need a center that can dominate the paint, and we need a wing that can dominate the ball, shoot, and defend. And then I think the Knicks can take the next step. But obviously, I think I don't want to say unfortunately, but I think we would technically have to keep Randall because, like I said, you're not finding 25 and 10 on the street nowhere.
No,
so if we could keep him happy, he doesn't have to have the ball and take all these threes and shoot the ball and become a goddamn washing machine. We don't need spin cycle Randall all day. You know what I mean? So we need a dominant center and a wing as per se, like Paul George, somebody who can defend, handle the ball, and shoot, and like just score in the paint. Then I think the Knicks will take the next step. Until then, we're gonna be going on this treadmill of
first, second round and out.
Are you still dialed regardless, Lonnie? Though,
yeah.
Like, are you watching every game or no?
Oh yeah, listen, like I said. Just like the Yankees beat.
He's wearing his Knicks hat right now.
Hell yeah.
Nothing's just like the Yankees.
Stop it.
But it's like no. I was saying the Yankees.
You said fuck the Yankees? Is that what you said?
No, just like the Yankees.
Stop
it, Tony. You're searching.
You're looking for it, Tony.
I'm sitting there to I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch all the games that I can, obviously. And it's just it is what it is. You just know what the end result is going to be. It's not going to, I don't want to say it's not going to be what you want, because honestly, as a Knicks fan, you're happy if they get to the second round. Like, but it's just when they get there and they lose to Miami, a team that I feel like they should have beat. We just got punked technically. Just like we punked Cleveland, punked us. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like, I feel like the Knicks technically should have been in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I didn't really think that way at the beginning of the season or midway through the season. But once they got into the playoffs, they did what they did against Cleveland.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, the Eastern Conference Finals, but unfortunately they didn't. So, like I said, man, I just don't want to obviously go through this whole treadmill of, because, you know, mediocrity, I should say, because obviously the Knicks sucked for years, and now that we're actually taking those gradual steps towards making the team, hopefully a championship, it's going to take that time. So hopefully, you know, unfortunately, the whole Embiid thing is, Giannis thing is out the window.
Oh, it sucks. I wanted him so
Giannis
bad.
was the answer. Giannis
That's who
was
I
the
was
answer.
waiting for.
That's
honestly.
he was it. He was it.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for. And now that that's out the window, it's just like, now you.
But maybe Kawhi struggles with the knee, and then they bring in George.
Why the fuck would we want Kawhi?
No, not Kawhi. Not Kawhi. George, Lottie.
Dude,
He don't play. Like, don't get me wrong, Kawhi. I love that man. He's a fucking stud. But
No,
the man don't play.
He
Come
hates
on,
basketball.
Talk
Talk about someone who hates basketball.
That's just my laugh.
We need somebody that's going to play at least 65 games a year, not 30.
Yeah.
I
No, you're
know.
right. You're right. So, we'll see what happens. But
I'll let you guys get back to
no,
it.
thanks for the call, Lottie. We appreciate you, dog.
Johnny,
Yeah,
we
all
love
Shout out to
you.
the company.
Shout out.
Downtown TV. You already
Yes.
know it's all love, guys.
Yes,
We'll
all
talk to
love.
you soon, bud.
It's a good debate. But I will say I wish T-Mac was born later in life and was put into the league now, and we had Tracy McGrady.
There you go. That's the type
Tracy
of player.
McGrady.
Yeah, McGrady
In
was
Orlando,
crazy.
McGrady.
They all, everybody says he was
crazy.
Was the best.
All right. So just to kind of move it along here. First, and I want to start with Michael. Finals prediction. and
NBA
champion.
Finals.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. NBA Finals already, huh?
Jesus, dude.
Right? The way too early predictions.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Pelicans, Hawks.
No.
No, obviously.
Pistons and
No.
Jazz.
No, let's definitely
Oh, the
do
Utah Jazz overlook spot.
Yep.
Let's do the
100%.
Celtics. Celtics coming out of the East.
Celtics.
Wow. Porzingis?
Yeah, that's big. And
That's
they also
huge.
got
Holiday.
Take a holiday.
Thorn.
Celtics versus Phoenix.
Winner.
Wow.
We gotta go. We're gonna go Durant.
Durant MVP.
Claiming it. Yeah.
Whoa.
And,
Nice.
and kind of like it's a big run for him, the whole playoffs,
Yeah.
where it silences a lot of those like Golden
Yeah.
State.
Only one with Golden
Yeah.
State. Never can stay healthy for a playoff run.
Yeah.
Who's your other boy on Phoenix?
Bull.
No.
Bradley Beal.
Beal, yeah.
Beal,
Big
big
Devin
series.
Booker.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Devin
wow.
Booker's nasty. Yeah,
Dude,
no, they're gonna be
wow.
good. They're gonna be good. Definitely. They get
Really
rid of
good,
8
dude.
and 2. I think there were some chemistry problems there, even though they made the finals a couple years ago.
Aiton
But
with
that
the
was-
hair, dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, I think it worked out. So for me here, I'm gonna go with Dame in the Bucks out of
Yeah.
the East and out.
Kind of
of
forgot about
the
them. Sorry. Honestly, I
West.
didn't mean to do that.
I'm gonna go with the Nuggets.
That's a
I
good
Really,
think
dude.
they're a
See,
tough
that-
team to beat.
Tony, you got to give one too, though. But I think
I will
between
give one.
us, we have it all covered.
Yeah.
But you got it too.
And I'm gonna say Giannis gets his second.
Yeah.
Damian gets his first
That'd be
7-game
awesome.
series.
Mhm, mhm.
Epic.
And Dame
Epic
looks,
series.
Dame looks at
Wow.
the camera and says this to his wife or ex-wife.
Oh,
After he
dude,
wins.
so
yeah,
sad.
no, that's the way to do it.
No,
Yeah.
that is the way to do it.
You talk
Stick-
shit till the end.
Stick
Yeah.
it to the divorce, dude.
Tony.
All right. I mean, I would say Bucks, but I guess I'll do something
Do
different.
something different.
I'll say Miami. So let's put Jimmy in there. Like, why
I
not?
feel
do-
like you like
Ja-
just saying Miami
It's
though.
not Miami,
No,
dude.
no,
No,
you say Miami.
You know what they say?
Miami,
You know what they do in Miami? At AAA Arena, I think it is, right?
What?
Is it AAA?
I
think it
American
is.
Airlines.
American Airlines.
I know it was. I don't know if there was just any member.
But they always do.
Oh no! It was, and the member FTX was it, and then it switched to something else.
Oh.
now.
You're right. But they still do the dos minutos.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty
for
sick.
2 minutes.
Yeah, they
I
were
always love that.
Kasaya Center, whatever that means. dude.
Kasaya.
But I figure, maybe Tyler Hero, stays healthy throughout the postseason. They have him the whole time. Yeah, I think he can make it. And then I guess out of the West, watch out now. Give me the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie,
Mavs,
what's up,
Kyrie,
dude?
Luka,
Wow.
and the winner.
Yes,
the
dude.
winner is
That's a
Miami.
great pick, dude.
Miami.
So now we
Miami.
We really got to cover
Spo's first Big Three title. That's
Oh,
impressive.
yeah, dude.
So yeah, we'll see. Interesting season in the NBA.
Oh yeah, it's true.
And then quickly, Denver versus Lakers and Warriors versus Suns. What do we got? Tony, go.
North Lakers.
Give me
Denver.
Denver easily, and then Warriors.
Michael.
Phoenix, Denver.
Phoenix and Denver. I'm gonna say Denver and Denver and Phoenix. Yeah, I think they're the better teams. Better teams winning on opening night. And while Tony is taking care of that, I'm gonna just take a look. Looks like we have one more comment.
And I'll say, Johnny, I love you, bud. It's all love, right? I'll say it again to the company, just so we know it's all good.
A lot of comments here, but he's saying, "Harden on the Knicks. I'm coming down to fight you now."
Wow.
And then Lonnie says, "I'll be right behind you."
We have a boxing ring. I have said that I want to get one here.
That would be nuts.
Like Theodore Roosevelt had one at the White House.
Really?
I love Teddy Roosevelt.
And
my favorite president.
that's how he actually got partially blinded on his left eye, sparring with the world champion, and he got hit in the eye, and that he couldn't box after that anymore.
Wow.
But he loved it, grew up as a child loving it.
That's crazy.
Teddy's the man.
Yeah.
Tony, if
By the
we
way,
could,
I was just saying Matt Ryan says Celtics Suns.
there we go.
For the
That's
finals.
all right. That's fair. Go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Wow, let's go.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle quick. It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink Wellington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Side of the net between the legs and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right.
Wow,
All
also-
right, Tony.
Lonnie mentions Matt Ryan. I was just joking about my comments, so don't take it personally. Wow, dude, a lot of shots taken
Yeah,
today.
no,
a lot of
a
shots
lot of
thrown.
interactions. No one's hiding behind the shield.
Honestly, I'm loving the raw man
Yeah.
energy today, dude. Everyone's violent.
Yeah,
I love it.
exactly. It's like we want to go 7 rounds on Zach Wilson.
Whoa, why you gotta do
No, because
that?
that's what it reminded me of, though. It was that type of course of conversation.
Yeah. Next thing you're gonna then you're gonna bring up the Mets for some reason too, and why they suck.
David
and then David
Stearns.
Oh.
But we do have the hockey bonanza today, Tony. All 16 teams in action. This is on the heels of your Canadiens 3-1 over the Sabres yesterday.
Yes, dude.
And all the teams back in action today, but we know the one that we are focused on,
Obviously.
and that would be your New York Rangers winning that first game in Seattle of this 5-game road trip, going into this game 3-2. Quick with his first win out last time. You'd imagine this is a Shesterkin spot. And it's just one of those games. We saw the Rangers lose 2 games earlier this year that they should have won. And obviously I'm talking about the Predators and the Blue Jackets. And listen, not to say Calgary is spoiled meat here, but at the same time, I think the Rangers have a better hockey team.
Way better.
And, road trips aren't easy. But you need to win games when you can. And I just feel like a well-rested Igor Shesterkin and this offense, I think, has got to get going early and often, get the passing going. Artemi Panarin, Tony, with the new cut, as that got off to a good start.
Yes.
So I think be aggressive early. Don't let the crowd get into it. Calgary's going to be hungry, though, Tony. They've been outscored 9-3 the last 2 games, losing to Detroit and Columbus. So you got to put your best foot forward. Be aggressive. You can count on Shesterkin. And I think the whole key here is going to be aggressiveness and creativeness on offense.
Yeah, I think so. And that was one of the highlights I've had for the Rangers so far this season is their creativeness, their creativity on offense. So I think they really shouldn't have an issue. They should be coming out here and challenging. I would imagine Markstrom gets the start here tonight for the Flames. So they should be challenging him almost immediately. It starts with winning those faceoffs. It starts with dumping the puck in, having some good forecheck, having, Chris Kreider use his body, Blake Wheeler, Vincent Trocheck. And of course, this kid line, as well. I mean, Kako and Lafreniere coming hot, off of the Seattle win with a goal each. Filipino with 3 assists too. So, I mean, they seem to be gelling very well together. I absolutely, love to see that. Lafreniere, I believe was skating a lot with Panarin, in Seattle. So that was good to see too. Some movement around the line, some adaptability. And of course, Shesterkin having some fresh legs right now would be great. So I know we're in Calgary. Rangers are minus 135. I think that line is kind of short, honestly.
Yeah.
It should be way more favored in the favor of the Rangers, I think. Especially because, I don't know if they're just thinking like law of averages for the Flames here, but they've won, just one game out of their last 5 played, dropping games to Pittsburgh.
I think it's a
Columbus.
law of average thought, though. That's probably what goes
which is, I
the
think,
line.
a terrible, terrible thought. I understand Detroit's been out to a really hot start. Columbus has been better. But the Flames are supposed to be a really competitive team. And they're just not getting the job done right now. And it's not even, Vladar hasn't shown great in his 2 starts. But Markstrom here, he's had solid performance, 905 save percentage so far through 3 starts. 1 loss in overtime. He's 1-2 on the season so far in regulation. But it's not like, I don't know. I feel like so many bad teams in the league are bad because of their goaltenders, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of doesn't get them over the hump. Markstrom's a good goaltender. So, the problem is elsewhere. The problem is your defense. You don't have the ability to score very often. Like you said, they were outscored 9-3 in the last 2 games. Scoring 3 goals in 2 games is not good for a team like the Flames. The amount of talent you have, between Magna Payne, Huberdeau, Kadri, you're supposed to be like electric.
Right.
You're not at all right now. You guys are not. Like, they're not creative on offense. They're not getting scoring opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they got to figure it out. So, and I think with the Rangers defense, we should be all over it. Like, shut out Shesterkin, first of the year tonight. Let's go. That's what I'm thinking. Rangers take this game. I'm going to say 4-0.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow. That's confidence right there, John.
It is confidence. I am confident.
Yeah. No, and I agree. There's just no excuse here. You're better than the Flames. Go show it on the ice. And
Let's
really
get that
am
done, America.
confident that Shesterkin is going to be on his A game, and Laviolette, has the troops riled up and ready to go. So for my first pick here,
By the way, dude, tickets in Calgary as low as $9.
not fair, right?
$9.
I'm gonna take the Knights to go to 7-0. I know Torts is riled. Last game of the night, by the way, 11 o'clock. You don't usually see that. But because they wanted to have hockey games going from 6 to 11,
Crazy, dude.
consecutively, that game gets started out at 11. So a little treat there for the folks out west, Tony. But I am, I'm gonna say I think they handle them. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Knights 5 and the Flyers 2.
You 5.
Were you just looking for flights?
Yeah, dude. Honestly, you have
$6.
You should be able to honestly round trip flight to Canada with the ticket, probably same amount of money that you're going to be paying for like a garden ticket.
True.
After commuting to the garden too with the train and everything,
the train,
dude. No, it's just $416 nonstop. Actually, it seems kind of expensive. Never mind. Abort mission, dude. On that one, $450 for a ticket round trip, which isn't terrible, but for the game, I'm not going to do that.
As
dude.
you would say, it's not great.
It's not great, dude. But so would you take the Oilers over the Wild?
No.
Is that what you just took the first
the
game?
Flyers, Tortorella, Tony. Are we still delirious from yesterday? I think we are. Honestly.
All right, dude. Do I fade the Islanders? Avalanche 5-0. One of 3 teams, I believe, that are undefeated. Still in the league. So many games to choose from. So much going on.
By the way, we're tied at 15. I had a porous showing on Sunday. So.
Really porous. You know what, dude? I'll go for my LA Kings, dude. They're playing the Coyotes. They're in LA, the Crypto Arena. I know Clayton Keller off to a hot start. 3 goals, 3 assists, leading Arizona there with 6 points. But having Kevin Fiala playing the very, very pass the buck, non-selfish play, 7 assists so far for the first 5 games for the Kings. An absolute playmaker. LA here is minus 190. Over under is 6.5. I believe the Kings could score more than 6 goals on their own tonight against the Coyotes. Kings win this one 8-3.
Wow.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go.
Anze Kopitar, Brian.
Kopitar, Tony. Kopitar. All right. So you have LA and the Rangers.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. I'm gonna just make sure this is marked down here.
Oh my God, Lonnie.
Rangers, Kings. And let's see. My third pick. What's Lonnie saying?
Oh wow, dude.
He's getting into it.
He said sorry for the N-word slip. I didn't hear that.
Nah, neither did I.
Shouldn't have mentioned anything. And he goes, Tony sleepwalks through fandom. What is that about?
I don't know.
What did I say?
Honestly, I'm not sure about this one. But I'm gonna take the Bruins over the Blackhawks. I know a lot of hype, Bedard, me included. But
Bruins
I just
undefeated though.
Bruins
Are the Bruins gonna be your team this year for picks, dude?
Stop. They were your team, Tony. Let's not get
They're
it
great
twisted.
picks. They're great picks. Best regular season record ever.
Yeah, but you actually were a fan though last year. I could tell a little bit.
I have a great appreciation for talent.
There you go.
Just like you're a fan of the Oilers.
The Chiefs, I would say.
And the Oilers.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe it, dude.
By the way, the company's still a half game lead over us, by the way, too. We hadn't got a chance to do the math. We both went 1 and 2 this weekend. Rough week. I mean, the Lions, no excuse, honestly.
I think my pick went through, right?
Yeah, the
football?
Giants.
Giants.
Yeah, Giants. Let's go. But it was a collaborative.
But if the Giants lost, it would have been all my fault. Yeah.
All right. What's your third and final there?
My third and final. Oh, you just picked the Bruins. That's right, dude.
Yeah.
I guess give me the Red Wings over the Kraken. Why not, dude?
Kraken suck.
Dude, Kraken suck so far. 1-4-1, and the Red Wings surprisingly good. 5-1. Over unders at 6.5. Detroit only minus 125 there at home. Again, Red Wings lost their first game of the season and are now on a 5-game winning streak. They haven't scored less than 4 goals in the past 5 games. So their offense is absolutely firing on all cylinders. That was a shutout, by the way, to Columbus. I mean, they took care of business against teams like Pittsburgh, like Tampa Bay, scoring 6 goals in each of those games. I mean, those games. So let's go, dude. Ville Husso, I'm sure getting the start. Just double checking actually. Before I go, let's see, dude. Red Wings, who's so likely. Philip Grubauer sucks for the Kraken. Not great. So give me the Red Wings here. Another, again, offensive explosion. 6-2.
First game of this hockey.
Bet the over, Renee.
Tony Renee.
Bonanza Renee.
Yo, what up?
Hey, what up?
Maple Leafs first game of this bonanza, Tony, over the Caps. Caps suck. Ovechkin maybe retire, go back to Russia, play with Yager. I don't know.
Stop.
But the Maple Leafs, Tavares hat trick. William Nylander assisting in all 3, Tony.
I don't know, dude.
Filling in for Michael Bunting, who's now in Carolina. But I'm going to say Maple Leafs 4-2 over the Capitals.
We can get tickets for that game for as low as $25.
It's a damn shame, isn't it?
Really is. We can go to Ottawa for $18. Watch the Sabres play.
It's Canada, though. That's why.
It was. I don't know if you caught the Sabres game last night. The Canadiens, by the way.
No,
though. It was a tough
St.
loss for
Louis?
the Sabres, dude.
Sabres, maybe. Sabres are kind of in that spot. Surprisingly better than they were the year before.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now.
Kraken, same thing, by the way. Kraken
definitely. Yeah, but Kraken, the same thing, dude. Grubauer, not a great goaltender.
No.
Comrie, Buffalo started Comrie.
Brutal.
Dude, he is the reason why they lost that game.
Yeah.
And I have absolutely all the confidence in the world in that statement because he could not control rebounds. He was not quick enough, dude.
Mhm.
He sucked.
Right.
It was brutal. It was such a shame because there's so much good talent on the Buffalo Sabres.
Mhm.
Low-key good team, dude.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
So, yeah.
Wow, Matt Ryan throwing fade.
Wow.
Tony Rangers will lose tonight. Well, the Devils even playing. They're playing the Canadiens. Oh wow!
I can see the Canadiens winning, honestly.
Dude, not for nothing. I don't know. Vegas is like fading every team besides Jersey. Jersey minus 235 on the road here in Montreal. I can see the Canadiens
Plus 1.5. Take the easy way out.
And fucking Jake Allen over there for the Canadiens last night was making like career saves.
And you never know when Montembeau will look like Patrick Waugh.
And he's great too. The backups.
Yeah.
The Canadiens have good goaltending.
Watch out, Matthew Ryan.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Matt Ryan. I want you here tomorrow if they lose. I want you to call in tomorrow if Devils lose. We're talking about it, dude. I'll watch the highlights. I'll watch the game tonight, 7:15.
Let's go. And then last thing, Tony, we know the Rangers in the World Series hammered the Astros Scherzer popped as always, but didn't matter. But we do have one other game 7 tonight. The Phillies, Diamondbacks surprisingly with that win last night. Phillies struggling
Huge
on
win.
offense. First home postseason loss this season. Do the Phils rebound and take this one tonight behind Ranger Suarez, who's pitched like Sandy Koufax,
Honestly,
in the playoffs for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Dude, that's so
Flats on the mound.
I know, Fat. And you know what? He's not that great, but I know he didn't get a win the last time he started. But
by the way, Astros Dynasty over?
Diamondbacks did win. Astros Dynasty not over.
Maybe after Abreu takes the tie out of his chin hair.
Dude, Abreu did really good in the postseason.
No, he
for them,
did.
dude. Like, which is
Chin
so
hair, though?
crazy.
I mean, why
dude,
an
it's
elastic
brutal.
band?
Yeah, I don't like
Why?
it. I don't know, dude.
You might as well
He
paint
likes
your
to do-
nails.
Yeah,
I mean,
really. At that point,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't think. I don't know. The Rangers are set up for it, dude. Bruce Bochy is such a phenomenal manager. He's undefeated in Game 7s. You know that? I think he's 4-0 now in Game 7s. Bruce Bochy.
Mhm.
Bochy.
Ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins for sure. And yeah, like I know you knocked Scherzer.
Terrible start, though. Didn't do anything.
No, not great. But it kind of honestly, like he again, like just Bochy on the Bochy side of things, like Bochy just had a plan. Like he knew it was gonna happen. Scherzer, like I feel like a lot of managers would have kept Scherzer in, to be honest. He was only like 42 pitches in.
Yeah, he saw
was-
the light.
He was giving up hits, but he wasn't
already
giving
given
up
up a home run.
Yeah, he gave it that one run though, but which like that's what Scherzer does. Give him a solo shot, but then he
Right.
kind of settles down a little bit. Bochy not taking a chance, bringing in Montgomery, fucking genius move. And even Monty didn't do great, but I mean he did enough.
8 innings.
You know, I mean
Yeah.
Bochy just knows his team so well. He knows his players. Like for me, I don't know. I think the postseason for baseball has been great so far because it's been highlighting managers. I feel like the whole game, the whole.
I mean, the
postseason
truth
so
is, you got to
far.
be able to manage. Don't you?
Yeah, and that's it's what people talk. I feel like people talk about how like managers don't matter in baseball, but when it comes to the postseason, when it comes to Game 7s, situations like this, like it really does shine. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how the Rangers beat the Orioles. The Orioles had an inexperienced manager, never been in the postseason, and look at them. The Rangers now wild card team, like they're going to the World Series
After a collapse.
at the right
time.
At the right time, dude. Exactly.
Now they're
So,
on fire.
kind of
Doles
ridiculous,
Garcia.
dude. Doles Garcia, 15 RBIs, I think, against the Astros.
Unbelievable. Seager, animal.
Seager, animal. Garcia, I think, had 4 home runs in 4 games.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude. Their offense has been on fire.
But you're saying Phillies Rangers, is this a tight one tonight?
I think it is, honestly. Diamondbacks have momentum. They're
Yeah.
forcing the Game 7.
They're not going to win, though.
And I don't think they're going to win though either. But I don't think like Citizens Bank. I mean, they beat the Phillies in Citizens Bank already this series. I think they could win. Like they have the opportunity to. But I think Suarez is going to be fanning batters left and right.
Like a 2-0 win.
Yeah,
Tight.
2-0
Yeah.
win. So it could be like, ninth inning. Maybe they could run around. Who knows?
We'll see.
But we'll see, dude. Yeah. So I would say give me the Phillies. But then again, I said Phillies in 5. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know, dude.
No, but they're going to win, honestly. Bump in the road. Dog said he'll retire if they lost both games at home. I don't know if
Really?
you saw that. Yeah, he's not going to retire.
He's not going to retire either. But you think Craig Kimbrell in the 9th?
I think Kimbrel off the postseason roster for the World Series. Don't you think?
Really?
He's just going to blow it.
So who do you think comes out in the 9th? Zach Wheeler?
Alvarado.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, we'll see if it's a tight one tonight, Tony. But yeah, Alvarado, good numbers. Why not? Right? Done,
dude.
But yeah, so we'll see. And then before we know it, Hot Stove will be starting.
First time I think in 7 years, no Astros or Dodgers in the World
Thank
Series.
God. No, it's good. Honestly, this is it.
Dude, honestly, this has been like a really exciting postseason for me, at least.
Yeah.
Like it's been watching some great games, dude.
It's good that some people can enjoy it, honestly.
Yeah, and I don't know if you watched the beginning of the game too, with the Astros and the Rangers, but like they were stealing bags left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the feeling of it was they thought like pitching would be better and there
Mhm.
wouldn't be as much scoring opportunities. But like once the bats started flying, they stopped stealing, and it was just like runs and runs. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah. So hats off to the
Javier,
Rangers.
Tough outing for Javier,
Yeah,
dude.
But like I said, it's the demise of the Astros. It's well accepted.
I think
and
they'll be
that's
back next year. I don't think they'll be fine.
No way. 0% chance. But we'll see, right? Long off season ahead.
Zach Wilson.
But I have to say, what a show today. I think if we leave the comments up, Lonnie and Matthew Ryan will keep going at it.
I think
honestly.
so too, dude.
No, but we really appreciate everybody who called in. Lonnie, Hot Take Johnny, all the comments. We
Great
had
job today,
everybody
boys.
in there. Shout out the company. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. We
Okay.
encourage everybody to continue to
Enjoy
comment.
the games.
A lot of games tonight,
comment, like, subscribe, all the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume. Merch at downtimetv.com. Everybody enjoy the games. Let's go Rangers, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.